Gather around, for I have a story to tell. It all started with the Netherlands, a country famous for cycling, to the cheese, tulips, windmills, and of course, stroopwafels. Most of the land was reclaimed from the sea using the windmills, but the Dutch have drained too greedily and too deep, and have awoken tire smoke and internal combustion. The curse of the Spinning Dutchman. Every year, for a day, he comes out from the sea and haunts the land looking for a challenge in motorsport. And this time, he made his way to the Drongo Derby headquarters. On a more serious note, this is the Donkervoort D8 GTO, the only Dutch car available in the game. Donkervoort started with the S7, a kit car which was in essence a copy of the Lotus 7. Taking the same successful route Caterham did when they got ownership of it. That's why in the 70s everything looked the same. But Joop Donkervoort, the founder, was not content with just making a copy of the Lotus 7. He was actively tinkering on it, trying to improve it. As you look along the timeline of the Donkervoort cars, you will notice they deviate further and further away from the Lotus, until we reach the one we have today. The D8 GTO. It is a brand new creation, weighing less than 700 kilos and powering the rear wheels with a front-placed Audi TTRS engine. It also has none of the things we take for granted, like traction control or power steering. That makes it sound like a handful, and trust me, it is. But first, we must see how it does on the Drumstick using its full S1 Class 814 power rating. And away he goes with a tremendous amount of wheel spin at the start. That must mean he'll have to drive very slowly. The audio glitches on this part because I am recording on a normal Xbox. I definitely need to invest in a Series S at one point. As he goes now around the meaty part of the circuit, but he's taking it nice and gentle. I'm assuming the driver doesn't want to start spinning the car around in circles to do Donkervoort donuts. I couldn't think of a good slogan here. Anyway, he went around the meaty part of the circuit without much issue. Now on the bone part, let's see. Yep, he's gaining speed. And now he's going to reach the ankle part. Here is where things might get interesting. First corner, no problems. Entering the S-bank, going through it with just a touch of oversteer at the end. Around the 180 degree. Keeping it nice and tidy. Going to the last corner, now unleashing all its 375 horsepower to push through across the line! The Donkervoort did the lap in 59 seconds 326. And if you think a faster time could have been recorded, here's a montage of the practice laps to prove you wrong. Going to the second Pickles corner! Around the 100, and why are you doing this? Through the S-pack. Oh, great, it's already losing traction. And just behave, you goddamn piece of cheese car. I really despise rear-wheel drive overpowered cars. It's fine, it's fine. Now that I've got that out of the way, let's move on to the heat test. By now you all should know how this works. We measure the heat speed and of course the heat distance. And the testing commences again with tons of wheel spin at the start, even in second gear. That is very surprising. I'm curious what the speed camera result is going to be. 189.56, that is actually quick. As it barrels down to reach the end of the runway to do the distance test. It's already at 250, 260, but barely accelerating now. Let's see the result. 253.21 meters. To put that into perspective, that length is slightly longer than the overall length of the battleship Bismarck. Now, let's see where this car stacks up on the leaderboards. The Donkervoort secured second place across all leaderboards, though it is a bit disappointing in the heat distance department. Only 13 meters longer than the BMW M3 GTR. But give me that car any day over this one. And now that I don't have to say that name again, I do apologize for how I pronounced it. I am not a Dutch person. Thank you for watching. Next time we are taking a look at a car that is favored by specific individuals from Japan.